was so far from you. I wandered lost in the dark. I closed my eyes to all the signs you put in my way. I walked every day further and further away from you. Ooh, Allah, you brought me home. I thank you with every breath I take. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. I never thought about all the things you have given to me. I never thanked you once. I was too proud to see the truth and prostrate to you until I took the first step, and that's when you opened the doors for me. Now, Allah, I realize what I was missing by being far from you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah.
Thank you for visiting us.
All praises to Allah, all praise.
Boys and girls, before we begin this program, to the mums and dads out there, the grandparents, siblings, aunts and uncles who are live streaming, we want to send a special message out to you. From the little ones sitting here, I'm sure, maybe a little bit sad that you're not here to share this special moment with them. Boys and girls, the spotlight is now on you. So in your loudest voices and most excited voices, send a message to your parents very quickly. Repeat after me. Sending you virtual hugs and kisses. We love you. And that sounded too sad. Let's try that again. Sending you virtual hugs and kisses. We love you. And I'm sure they love you just as much. Officially starting our program, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prayer and peace be upon the messenger of Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his family, companions, and allies, and those after him. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To begin this auspicious occasion, I invite Masiha Khan to invoke the Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala with an opening qira.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ولم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر فأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah to our grade 3 learner Masiha Khan, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take you to even greater heights in the path of deen. To our fabulous young learners at Al Falah College, to parents live streaming, and to those who will later view our program via our link, I introduce to you our foundation phase grade 3 learners to officially do our welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace and salutations upon our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Honorable principal, teachers, respected parents, and our dear students, a warm welcome to Al Falah College's Foundation Phase Awards Day 2021. Alhamdulillah, what a wonderful year 2021 has proved to be. A year of challenges met, mountains climbed, and summits conquered. Today is a day we celebrate the success of our learners who have worked hard and achieved well.
As we celebrate each learner's achievements, I make a humble appeal to you learners to please give us your undivided attention so that you get to share in the joy of not just your award, but of your friends' achievements too. Well done to all of you who are waiting with bated breath for the commencement of this function. You've made your teachers and parents very proud. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our Foundation Phase Awards Day.
Shukran to our lovely learners, and a warm welcome from myself and Mrs. Mullah, who will be your compeers for today. In many ways, grade 3 is a year of important transitions as children leave behind much of their grade 1 and 2 habits and dive into developing deeper academic skills. Let us acknowledge our 2021 journey as we explore the wonderful world of learning. We hope and pray that as you leave the foundation phase today, you continue to use all the knowledge gained by your foundation phase educators. Remember, and a gentle reminder, your values remain as an integral part of your character for the rest of your lives. Absolute honesty, purity, unselfishness, love, and courage, not only physical, but the courage to stand firm in your beliefs. These are the standards of life that we've developed with you all through your foundation phase years. And we hope that these standards will help you face the future with eagerness and the joy for living and for learning. Sharing these sentiments, I call Mr. Muhammad to address you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, boys and girls. Today is a especially important day. I know there's lots of excitement amongst you and a little bit of nervousness as well, but it's a feeling that you should be having because you've reached a milestone. You've worked hard throughout the year, and you've come to a point now where we acknowledge your efforts and we prepare you for your life ahead. So just before I start with my actual speech, I want to firstly compliment Masiha, Zayana, and Zianda for the excellent recitation of the Quran and a very nice welcome. As well as in advance, I'm going to compliment all the other learners that are going to come up on stage for various presentations. I know you've practiced hard and you're going to do us proud. Boys and girls, you've reached a stage where you can put your hand in the air, make a fist, and pump it up and say, I did it. So let's do that together. All right, 1, 2, 3, say, I did it. MashaAllah. It was a difficult year because we still had COVID, we still had difficulties, we had to put you online for a little while, we couldn't take you out on excursions, you didn't have as much sport as we normally have, but you persevered, you listened to your teachers, you worked hard, and now you're ready to go to the next level. So well done to all of you, and your results as you receive them will be testimony for the work that you've done. Parents, it is unfortunate that you can't be here with us right now, but we do thank you for joining us on the live stream, and we hope that you'll enjoy and be part of this program. And inshallah, in the not too distant future, we can revert to life as we know it, and you can be sitting with us for future awards, inshallah. My message to my young boys and girls. Okay, you're moving on to another grade just now. And I have a message for you. Okay. Do you know what the difference between a successful and a person and any other person is? The big difference is not that you lack, or a successful person doesn't have more strength, more knowledge, or more abilities than anybody else. Allah has blessed us all with talents and gifts and opportunities. The successful person has two other separate ingredients. They have what we call will and determination. That they make an extra effort compared to everybody else. Your teachers taught all of you to read. Your teachers taught all of you to write. Your teachers taught all of you to count, to add, to subtract. But it's the people that are determined to do even more, to start memorizing their tables quickly, to be able to read 10 books in a month because they're determined. Those are the ones that succeed. So my message is, you're slowly in grade 3, you have many years to go, and if you start taking this advice and using this type of mindset, that I'm going to be determined to do my best in everything, you'll see that success. And today you may not get a trophy, but if you have that ability, if you have that mindset and the determination, inshallah, along the years to come, you'll be the recipient of many trophies, inshallah. But it all rests with you. For that to happen, you have to have a positive attitude. Right? We're also fortunate because we are Muslims and we have Allah on our side. And you know that without Allah, nothing is possible. But with Allah, everything is possible. So how can we be negative? If we want to be successful and we make our dua to Allah, please make me successful, but we just sit back, nothing's going to happen, we need to make the effort. So if you have a positive attitude and say, I will do this, I will succeed in this, I will be a good soccer player, I will come out first in my class, I will work hard, and have that attitude, it'll happen. Because Allah can see the effort you're making, and then He opens doors for us, inshallah. And that ties into the last point that I have, is always give your best effort. When you're doing your schoolwork, when you start writing the first digit to start the date, tell yourself, I'm going to write the neatest writing I've ever written. And if yesterday was good, today is going to be even better. When you talk to people, let them leave there feeling, wow, hey, this young boy or young girl is very smart. They can speak so clearly, they can speak so intelligently. Always do your best. So if you remember those things, what you need to be successful, have a positive attitude, and always do your best, you'll see success in the years to come, inshallah. So that is my advice to you. Parents, the start of grade 4 is one of the critical transitions of a learner moving from grade to grade during the schooling career. It comes with an addition of a lot more subjects. There's a little bit more time constraints. The workload gets higher. So the demands undoubtedly do increase in grade 4. But I say that to create some type of reassurance that we've been doing this for years and years on end, and we have a recipe that works. So don't stress or be anxious. Early in the new year, you will be invited to a meeting for an orientation program as to what grade 4 holds. And as a partnership, we've always been a partnership. We want to work together to make sure that that journey or that transition is a smooth one for our children, and they will very quickly get into grips with things. And if we work together, we'll see next year offers another successful year, inshallah. I want to conclude by thanking a few people, and I want to start by thanking Faisal from BK Sound, who is always here and always very willing to assist us to make sure our events are successful and the sound is of all the best quality. And because we're live streaming, our gentlemen in the IT department and marketing, Fuad and Bilal, our thanks to you to make sure that this goes out so smoothly and effectively. To the awards committee from the foundation phase, well done on putting this together. And last but not least, our team of dedicated educators led by Dr. Khan. We've always seen the commitment and dedication and the passion that you display to make sure that we meet all our targets and always go above and beyond. My appreciation to all of you for the hard work. You've earned a rest, and we hope that you will get your batteries recharged and be all ready for the new year, inshallah. So with those few words, I hand you back over to our announcers, and it's now time for you to shine, boys and girls, and enjoy the rest of the day. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah, Mr. Mohammed, for those very inspiring words. I hope you are listening very carefully, boys and girls. It's a very big step you are taking into the future. And good to know that you have our support, the principal's support, your teacher's support, your parents' support, because undoubtedly we believe in you. Today belongs to you, young learners. You are deservedly getting the rewards for the hard work that you put through this very, very difficult 2021 year. Every single one of you have worked really, really hard. So whether you're receiving a trophy or a medal, rest assured, we as your teachers are immensely proud of all the efforts that you have made. A reminder to please listen carefully for your name when it is called out, to sanitize before you come onto stage, give your teacher an elbow bump or a fist pump to say well done when taking your report. We begin the awards section with grade 3 NM. We call upon Mrs. Mohammed to come onto stage to present the class awards. Receiving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Islamic Studies Oral and Maths, we call Zahra Abu Bakr. For academic excellence in English, Maths and life skills, as well as an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Zuhaib Asma. For successful completion of the grade, Zaidan Ayub. We call upon Bandile Perseverance Naim Dlamini for successful completion of the grade. Arman Isup for successful completion of the grade. Isa Gangat gets an A aggregate in Maths. Nabil Jadwit receives the trophy for English, Maths, and Afrikaans, as well as an A aggregate for Islamic Studies Oral. Zahra Jamal for successful completion of the grade. Mohammed Zafar Khan, successful completion of the grade. Nura Nisa Khan, successful completion of the grade. We call upon Sumeya Yaqub, who receives an A aggregate in Islamic Studies Oral. For successful completion of the grade, Riyaz Ibrahim Mohammed. For academic excellence in English, Maths, Life Skills, Islamic Studies, Oral, and Afrikaans, Hawa Makda. Suleiman Mansour is called on stage for academic excellence in English and Islamic Studies Oral. He also receives an A aggregate for Afrikaans and Maths. We call upon Maria Moden for an A aggregate in Islamic Studies Oral. Receiving an A aggregate for Afrikaans, Islamic Studies Oral, and Maths, we call Ismail Imran Musa. We call Mohammed Uwais Musa for academic excellence in English, Maths, Islamic Studies Oral, Islamic Studies Written, and receiving an A aggregate for Afrikaans as well. We call Mariam Mohammed Umar, who receives an A aggregate for Islamic Studies Oral. Umar Naim Sidat receives an A aggregate for Islamic Studies Oral and Afrikaans. Johara Singh receives an A aggregate in Afrikaans. For academic excellence in Maths and an A aggregate in Islamic Studies Oral, Abdullah Usman Ovaraji. Boys and girls, let's hear a big mashallah for the class of 2021, grade 3 MNM. And we say mashallah to the form teacher, Ms. Mohammed, as well, for all the efforts put in throughout the year. Waiting patiently to come on stage, we call upon grade 3 KG and the form teacher, Mrs. K. Govender. For successful completion of the grade, Ayana Ilyas Akbar. For academic excellence in English and an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Islamic Studies Oral, and Maths, Maria Asma. Mohammed Hamza Bartelson gets called on for successful completion of the grade. Ahmed Isak receives an A aggregate for Islamic Studies Oral and Maths. Receiving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Islamic Studies Oral, and Maths, Abdurrahman Hafiji. For academic excellence in English, Maths, Islamic Studies Written, Islamic Studies Oral, and Afrikaans, Zuhaira Husman. Receiving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Fatima Kaka. Amara Amina Khan gets called on for the successful completion of the grade. Azara Leila Khan gets called on for successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in English and Maths, as well as an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Iman Konat. For academic excellence in English, Maths, Islamic Studies Oral, and Afrikaans, Zainab Mohammadi. Receiving an A aggregate for Afrikaans, English, Islamic Studies Oral, and Maths, Mahir Mansour. Amira Suleiman Mohammed receives an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Islamic Studies Oral and Maths. Hamza Mullah receives an A aggregate for Islamic Studies Oral and Maths. For academic excellence in English, Maths, Life Skills, as well as an A aggregate in Afrikaans and Islamic Studies Oral, Abdullah Hussein Parak. Kiara Maria Sidat gets called upon for an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Islamic Studies Oral, and English. Receiving an A aggregate for Afrikaans, English, and Maths, Isa Henry Timmerman. Receiving an A aggregate for English and Maths, Asma Tamal. For successful completion of the grade, Leina Khan Ullah. For academic excellence in Maths, Life Skills, Islamic Studies Oral, as well as an A aggregate in Afrikaans and English, Irshad Wadiwala. A big mashallah to the learners of grade 3 KG. And we say well done to Mrs. Govender and for all the efforts put in through the 2021 year. To take you through the rest of the awards, I call upon Ms. R. Said again.
Well done, mashallah. We'll call up our learners to do their little item, which is a poem. They're going to render a poem. While we wait for them, something for you to keep in mind. As we look back over the past year, and I know you will agree that learning is certainly not a mediocre process at Al Falah College. During the process of our development, our 5 senses have also been increasing in their efficiency. Through sight, we are learning to train our eyes to see the beauty of the world around us and to discover and to see the needs of our friends and acquaintances. The sense of sound has shown us that we can use our ears to hear the quiet voices of those who need us through projects like our outreach programs and the necessities of life. The development of the sense of touch has given us the touch of hands to clasp, even though through social distancing, in friendship, in hands that will work diligently at any task, no matter how humble it may be. Through smell, we have come to appreciate the fresh air of freedom and the sweet scent of the nature that we had through the aesthetics and the values at Al Falah College. And finally, the development of all these senses has enabled us to enrich our sense of taste for knowledge to the point where we are looking forward to savoring a beautiful, great summer holiday because we've worked so hard. Calling upon our grade 3 learners to do their poem and render their poem to us.
The class of 2021. What a year it's been for you, my lovely little crew. We had plans and intentions and a whole lot of things to do, from learning about verbs, adjectives, and 3D shapes we knew. Yet, as you'll often find in life, we were put to the test, but not like the matric kind, just a simple task or two.
For back in 2020, when the lockdowns first began, we never thought we'd be back in school. Now here we are in 2021. Our world twisted a little upside down. our lives changed overnight, yet acting for the greater good, we did what was just and right. It's been so hard, but we have faced adversity unlike we've ever known, where any time in history there will be on the shelves a tale to tell our grandchildren that's greater than ourselves.
What a grand gesture we did as children. We had to social distance from our friends to keep all the ones we loved safe and to bring this to an end. Then look at us like heroes, the sort I know we are. We're warriors. We're brave young knights. We're bright and dazzling stars. And though we've had to part now in a social distance haze, we'll always have the memories of countless fun school days.
Remember cheers on sports days and trips to near and far. Remember class assemblies and learning all our duas. Remember all our playtimes and running on the grass. But most of all, remember how you're valued in this class. Whenever I start to think about you, I'll remember your bravery, how you showed resilience and went the extra mile. So though it's time to say goodbye, just know it's not the end. We live on in your memories as special foundation phase friends.
Well done, and indeed remember your foundation phase friends. Calling Mrs. Dr. R. Khan to hand off the awards for grade 3 RK today. Receiving the award for academic excellence in life skills, Islamic studies oral, as well as achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, English, and Maths, Tasneem Abdul Karim Abdallah. For successfully completing the grade, Faya Abdul Hamid. For academic excellence in English and achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans and Islamic Studies oral, Zayana Ahmed Vali Mohammed. Achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, English, Islamic Studies oral, and Maths, I call Muaz Bodiat. Mohammed Zaid Hussain receives the award for academic excellence in Maths, Islamic Studies written, Afrikaans, as well as achieving an A aggregate in English and Islamic Studies oral. We call Ariba Khan to receive the award for achieving an A aggregate in Islamic Studies oral. For academic excellence in English, Maths, Islamic Studies oral, as well as achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Masiha Khan. For successfully completing the grade, Zainab Khan. For achieving an A aggregate in Islamic Studies orals, Muhammad Talha Mohammadi. Ayub Jamil Mohammed receives the award for achieving an A aggregate in Islamic Studies oral. achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, English, Islamic Studies Oral and Maths, Umar Motala. I call upon Zahra Motala to receive the award for achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, English, Islamic Studies Oral and Maths. Aisha Osman receives the award for achieving an A aggregate in English and Islamic Studies Oral. For academic excellence in English, as well as an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Islamic Studies Oral and Maths, Fatima Naeem Parak. Mahdia Yusuf Randri receives the award for successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in maths and achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, English, and Islamic Studies Oral, Muhammad Aman Rasool. Kausar Saib receives the award for academic excellence in maths, as well as achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, English, and Islamic Studies Orals. Azaira Sayed receives an award for successful completion of the grade. Muhammad Saifuddin Nazir Samre receives the award for academic excellence in English, as well as receiving an award for an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Islamic Studies, and Maths. Hannah Bayed receives an award for academic excellence in English, Maths, Life Skills, Islamic Studies Oral, and Afrikaans. Sophia Tar receives an award for successful completion of the grade. Well done, mashallah, to grade 3 RK, as well as Dr. Khan and anyone else who have been their teachers this year. Afrikaans teachers, Arabic, Islamic Studies Oral, the list goes on, because at Al-Falah College we're a team and we team teach. So well done to all our learners, as well as our educators, for their accomplishments and their efforts this year. Calling Mrs. Zaybun Kasim to award 3ZK for their accomplishments this year. Receiving the award for academic excellence in English, Maths, Life Skills, Islamic Studies Oral, and Afrikaans, Yusuf Abu Bakr. Tayyib Asmal receives an award for achieving an A aggregate in Maths and English. For academic excellence in Islamic Studies Oral and achieving an A aggregate in English, Afrikaans, and Maths, we call Asma Muhammad Bobat. Samia Bobat receives an award for academic excellence in Islamic Studies Written and also achieves an A aggregate in English, Afrikaans, Maths, and Islamic Studies Oral. Achieving an A aggregate in English, Afrikaans, Maths, and Islamic Studies Oral, Shahid Baks. For academic excellence in English and achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans, Maths, and Islamic Studies Oral, Bibi Aisha Dokrat. Amara Fakir receives the award for academic excellence in English, Maths, Life Skills, Afrikaans, as well as achieving an A aggregate in Islamic Studies Oral. For successful completion of the grade, Usman Hussein. Receiving an A aggregate in Maths and Islamic Studies Oral, Uwais Jogiat. For academic excellence in Islamic Studies Oral, as well as an A aggregate in English, Afrikaans, and Maths, Muhammad Uwais Karim. Zidane Karim receives the award for academic excellence in English and Maths, as well as achieving an A aggregate in Afrikaans and Islamic Studies Oral. Receiving an award for an A aggregate in Maths, Mohammed Aneso Matumba. For successful completion of the grade, Aisha Mayat. Achieving an A aggregate in English, Maths, Afrikaans, and Islamic Studies Oral, Zianda Ziada Nkambi. For achieving an A aggregate in English, Maths, Afrikaans, and Islamic Studies Oral, Ismail Ibrahim Olga. For achieving an A aggregate in Maths, Ahmed Osman. Amara Riazuddin receives an award for academic excellence in English and Maths, as well as an A aggregate in Afrikaans and Islamic Studies Oral. Liana Sakur receives an award for academic excellence in Maths, as well as an A aggregate in English, Afrikaans, and Islamic Studies Oral. For successful completion of the grade, Ahmed Shazad. Finally, last but not least, Mahdia Tayyub receives an award for achieving an A aggregate in English and Islamic Studies Oral. Well done, mashallah, to all our grade 3 learners, to 3ZK and their teacher for all her efforts. To all of you, sit back. I've got Mrs. Mullah who's going to announce our special awards.
Welcome back, boys and girls. A very important part of the afternoon where we hand out some very special awards. Providing incentives and rewards to the hardworking learners has always proven to have an impact that offers inspiration and motivation to all learners at Al Falah College. The following learners have shown growth and perseverance throughout the year, both in their academic endeavors as well as in their confidence and emotional growth. I call upon stage Mr. Mohammed to hand out these very important awards. The first set of awards I have is for perseverance. These are for the children who have tried really hard throughout the year. Listen very carefully for your name. There's one award per class. Once your name has been called, please make your way onto the stage as briskly as you can. The Grade 3 NM Perseverance Award, Zahra Jamal. Unfortunately, Zahra is not with us today. 3KG Perseverance Award goes to Fatima Kaka. The Grade 3 RK Perseverance Award, Ariba Khan. And whilst we are waiting for Ariba Khan to come onto stage, the Perseverance Award for 3ZK, Aisha Mayat. If you could make your way onto stage. I will call the names of those awards again. Grade 3 NM was Zara Jamal. Grade 3 KG, Fatima Kaka. Grade 3 RK, Ariba Khan. And Grade 3 ZK, Aisha Mayat. We say, mashallah. Another set of very important awards being handed out this afternoon is the Akhlaq Award. Having an honorable character is perhaps one of the most important personality traits that we can inculcate in our learners. Today, we award one learner per class for their excellent akhlaq. Once again, please listen very carefully for your names. Grade 3 NM Akhlaq Award, Sulaiman Mansoor. Grade 3 KG Akhlaq Award, Maria Asmal. Grade 3 RK Akhlaq Award, Aisha Osman. And the 3ZK Akhlaq Award, Zianda Ziada Mkadi. I will just repeat those names. Grade 3 NM was Sulaiman Mansoor. Grade 3 KG, Maria Asmal. Grade 3 RK, Aisha Osman, currently on stage. 3ZK, Zianda Ziada Mkadi. We say well done and mashallah to these learners. I now call upon the lovely Dr. Khan for her HOD address.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of our Board of Governors, our Principal, Mr. Mohammed, management, and the dynamic Grade 3 team, it gives me great pleasure to address you. Yes, it is the last day of the term and the time to wrap up all that we have done this year. A year that is about to end and a holiday is about to begin before the next year. Today, I feel very privileged and honored to stand here in front of you and acknowledge the achievements of our students who've made both our school and their parents proud. You have not only excelled in academics, but also very good at extracurricular activities like sports, art, and many other things. Not all students will have achieved A's and B's in every subject, as learning is also about the lessons learned, the friendships formed, and also lending a helping hand. We are indeed very proud of you. It is with a mixture of joy and sadness we bid farewell to you, our Grade 3 learners, who make your way to the intermediate phase. As you enter this phase, a new world awaits you. Remember to give off your best at all times. Also, maintain your akhlaq and your work ethic instilled by your teachers. All the best for the future. I have a message from your teachers that I will read to you, so pay careful attention. It's time to say goodbye, but I think goodbyes are sad, and we'd much rather say hello. Hello to new adventures. Wishing you joy and happiness as you begin a new chapter in your life. All you have to do is pay attention, work hard, and give it your best shot. To our boys and girls, well done. Give yourselves a tight hug and a squeeze. And your teachers, Mr. Mohammed, and all of us are extremely proud of you. So give yourself a tight, tight hug and say well done. To our wonderful foundation phase parents, working collaboratively with yourselves as partners in education has afforded us teachers the opportunity to show off and celebrate our success. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to encourage our precious children to do the right. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you abundantly for your kindness and fulfill all your dreams. Inshallah, Ameen. To all those that have lost their loved ones during the past year, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you sabr and grant the marhum Jannatul Firdaus. To my wonderful grade 3 team, as well as Hanifa Awards ma'am, Mrs. S. Kader and her awards team, thank you for your commitment and hard work. Take time to bond with your precious families. Rest well, have a lovely holiday, stay safe, stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shukran, Dr. Khan, and I'm going to ask you to please remain on the stage while we announce the HOD award for this year. Now remember, the HOD award is observation from way back when you first arrived in grade 1, and then you went to grade 2, and then now in grade 3, and we very observantly watch everything related to akhlaq, to marks, to character, to absolutely everything. So take a deep breath in. We've watched this little young lady grow into the lovely and blossom into the lovely lady that she is. I am going to call out that name now, and I want you to say a huge mashallah when you hear the name. The HOD's award for 2021 goes to Zianda Ziada Mkabe. Mashallah, well done, and we hope Zianda is smiling as she makes her way to the stage. And once again, let's say MashaAllah. Well done to Zianda. Well done. That brings us to nearly the end of our awards for today. From the bottom of our hearts, our teachers and I offer our deepest gratitude and warm thanks for allowing us the privilege to teach your prized possessions. I certainly hope that all of you will have a beautiful summer holiday and that you're going to return with all the energy that you need to go straight into intermediate phase. Our learners do, however, have a little bit of a thank you before we end with a closing dua.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we have come to the end of a wonderful Foundation Phase Awards Day. First and foremost, we thank the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His countless blessings and for making each day better than the day before. Thank you to our principal, Board of Governors, Mums Committee, teachers, and our parents for taking our partnership so seriously.
Thank you, dear parents, for joining us virtually. Mums and dads, we know that you are very proud of us today. As much as this day is about our achievements, it is also about the achievements of all the people who care about us. Today, we take this opportunity to salute you, our wonderful parents, by sending you tight hugs and kisses for always encouraging us to do the best we can.
Jazakallah to our Principal Mr. Muhammad, our lovely HD Dr. R. Khan, and our wonderful teachers. Your little conversations, warm hugs, and sweet compliments mean the most to us little ones. We are grateful to you for shaping us into the strong learners we have become.
Our gratitude goes to our secretaries, Uncle Muhammad, Auntie Fatima, Mr. Kaka, the Kushli team, and everyone else who makes up our Alfala family. A very special thank you to our COVID team who worked tirelessly to keep us safe. Shukran, Mr. Cathy, for the outstanding sound system, and to our IT department for making our virtual awards day possible. Huge compliments and thanks to Mrs. S. Carter and her awards team for hosting a successful awards day.
Finally, well done to all the learners of Al-Falah College. Continue to persevere in making the best of every situation and striving forward with confidence and determination. Shukran, be safe, and remember us in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. And learners, we forgot to say thank you to ESCOM for giving us power the entire day, mashallah. Well done, mashallah, to all our learners. We do hope that you will have a wonderful summer holiday. We look forward to seeing you in January next year, inshallah. Please do come and say hello to us while you're still in the intermediate phase. We're going to close now with a dua by Umar Sidat. So from myself, until we meet again, and Mrs. Mullah, we say, Fi amanillah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. رضينا بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا وبالقرآن العظيم دستورا وإماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اغفر لي ولوالدي ولأستاذي ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون
وسلام